Hey there! Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm glad you're joining us. Today we're diving into something that affects all of us, whether you're a business owner, a student, or just someone trying to stay safe online. We're talking about malware, the invisible enemy that threatens our digital lives every day. But don't worry, I'm not just here to tell you what could go wrong. I'm here to give you some practical tools to protect yourself. So grab a cup of coffee, sit back, and let's break this down. First things first, what is malware? In the simplest terms, malware is any software designed to harm your device or steal your information. It's like someone slipping into your house when you aren't looking and making themselves at home, except it's happening digitally. Think of malware as the villain in the digital world, trying to sneak in and disrupt your life. Now here's where it gets interesting. Malware isn't just one thing. There are different types, and each one behaves in its own way. Let's go through some of the most common types. First, we've got viruses. You've probably heard of them, right? These can spread like, well, a virus. They attach themselves to files or programs, and once you open them, boom, they start doing damage, like corrupting files or slowing down your system. Then there are Trojans. These ones are sneaky. They disguise themselves as something useful, a free app or a video file. But once you open it, they give the bad guys access to your system, allowing them to steal data or take control of your device. I'll tell you, the first time I encountered a Trojan, I felt like I'd let a burglar into my house unknowingly. Ransomware. Now that's a nasty one. This is where the cyber criminal locks up your files and demands a ransom to release them. It's like they hold your personal information hostage until you pay up. One of my friends lost access to all his work files for a whole week due to this, and it cost him a small fortune to recover everything. Spyware is another one you've got to watch out for. It silently monitors your activity, collecting your browsing history, passwords, and even bank details without you ever knowing. It's the spy in the digital world, working under the radar. And last but certainly not least, adware, the one that's always trying to shove ads in your face. It may not be as damaging as others, but trust me, it'll make your life miserable with constant pop-ups and redirects. Now you might be wondering, how does malware even get to us in the first place? Great question. Malware can sneak in through a variety of ways. Sometimes it comes from clicking on suspicious links in emails or downloading files from shady websites. Other times it can spread through apps or software that's out of date or has security flaws. The truth is, cyber criminals are getting smarter. They're constantly finding new ways to trick us. Think about this. A while ago, I clicked on an innocent-looking email attachment that seemed harmless. Before I knew it, malware had infiltrated my system, and I learned a hard lesson about being cautious. But don't worry. Here's the good news. There are simple steps you can take to protect yourself. No need to live in fear of the next malware attack. Let me break it down into 5 actionable tips. Tip number 1, keep your software up to date. This includes your operating system, browsers, and apps. Cyber criminals love outdated software because it leaves security gaps they can exploit. Regular updates patch those vulnerabilities. Tip number 2, use strong, unique passwords for each account. It might sound like a hassle, but trust me, a strong password is like a solid lock on your door. Consider using a password manager to help you keep track of them. Tip number 3, install antivirus software. This is like a digital guard dog that watches over your system and alerts you if something shady is happening. Tip number 4, be cautious with links and attachments. If you get an email from someone you don't know, don't click on anything until you verify it. Malicious links and attachments are some of the most common ways malware spreads. And finally, tip number 5, back up your data. In case the worst happens and your system is compromised, having a backup ensures that you don't lose everything. Cloud backups or external hard drives work great. At the end of the day, staying safe online is all about awareness. The more you understand how malware works and how it behaves, the better equipped you'll be to protect yourself. These little habits, like keeping your software updated and using strong passwords, can go a long way in preventing attacks. Remember, the digital world is like the real world. If you leave your doors unlocked and trust every stranger that comes knocking, you're setting yourself up for trouble. But if you stay vigilant and proactive, you can enjoy the benefits of technology without the stress. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe for more digital safety tips. And in the comments, let me know what steps you take to stay safe online. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thanks for watching, stay safe, and take care of your digital life.